Great. We're here on Capitol Hill with a delegation of manufacturers from Arizona. Glenn Hamill with the Arizona Chamber, Linda Dempsey with the National Association of Manufacturers, our trade policy wonk extraordinaire. We're up here making a case for the US-Mexico-Canada agreement. How have things been going? What have you been hearing from the members of Congress that you and your great team of manufacturers that you brought with you, what have you been getting back from members of Congress?
Well, Keith, I want to first thank you and the National Association of Manufacturers for your extraordinary leadership. You made this the top federal agenda item for the association, and it is, I will tell you, it is landing in a very positive way on Capitol Hill. It's landing with Republicans, it's landing with Democrats. And I am more optimistic than I've been in quite some time that in large part because of the work of the National Association of Manufacturers, there's a path forward to get this trade agreement ratified by the United States Congress.
So this morning we heard from the bipartisan duo, Congressman Kevin Brady and Henry Cuellar, who made a compelling case for the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement. Linda, can you tell us a little bit of what they shared with the manufacturers that gathered this morning?
So they talked about how important this relationship with North America, Canada, and Mexico is for the country, for manufacturers. 2 million manufacturing jobs depend on this relationship. 40,000 small and medium-sized manufacturers export to these countries. These are huge markets, and this agreement really advances that trade relationship. It opens markets, it raises standards on issues of digital trade and intellectual property and all sorts of issues critical to manufacturers. Also on issues of labor and environment that Democrats have been calling for years. And so what we have here is a great new trade agreement. There's really a path for its consideration in the fall. And we're just here to make sure that members on both sides of the aisle hear firsthand from manufacturers why this is so important for communities and workers.
So, Glenn, you brought an army of manufacturing leaders from Arizona with you. You are right there at the border with Mexico. How important is trade to manufacturers in Arizona?
Keith, for the Arizona economy, it's absolutely vital. In fact, we commissioned a report with the Arizona Chamber Foundation and the Arizona-Mexico Commission. It's this document right here. We have 228,000 jobs that are dependent on our trading relationship with Mexico and Canada. Mexico ×4 is our largest export market, and our largest source of foreign direct investment is from Canada. So for Arizona's economy, it's not a nice to have, it's a must have. And I also just want to say it's a real treat to be on the Hill with Linda Dempsey. It's like being with LeBron James or Steph Curry. I just listen, enjoy, and we're in great hands.
Well, you guys have been making a compelling case. Members of Congress have been very receptive. You've been able to provide a whole host of anecdotes from members throughout Arizona. The thing that I would stress most is that folks back home need to be contacting the member of Congress. We can't let up. A lot of progress today, but we need to keep the drumbeat going throughout the August recess while they're back home and making sure they understand why it's important to manufacturing employees and all private sector employees in Arizona and across the country. So thank you.